Gentlemen, I'm going to tell you who I am. I am a man who makes deals for a living. My eyes are everywhere. That means you can't move a finger without me knowing about it. Do you understand? Not a fucking finger. Now you can stay calm and accept my deal. Or accept the consequences. So what's it gonna be? Plata o plomo.
Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I am back. Maybe not for good, but yeah, I wanted to show you this. I was treated to a ride in a real T-55 tank, a T-55 AD2 to be precise, here in Poland. With my father-in-law, he wanted to give me the gift, and it was well appreciated. And it was right here, as you can see on the map. It's called Museum Griff Military Technology. It's pretty close to Gdansk, Gdynia, and yeah, this is one of the tanks they got there. The Panzerkampfwagen 5, the Panther. It's a replica. Look at the wheels, the drive wheels and everything, and you see it's actually Russian with German armor up on top. This is an OT 810. We know them all as the Kampfpanzer 251 from the Second World War, but this is built in Czechoslovakia, and this is number one, the T-34 AD2. They have two over there, but this is one of them. It looks pretty good. They actually use these for mock battles along with the Panther. And this is number two that they have over there. Looks pretty good, right? It looks beautiful. So on to the ISU 152, which is missing something, as you might see. It's missing the gun, obviously, but the big gun. But yeah, it's I think it's a work in progress. I didn't ask, but yeah, this is the back. As you can see, it's it's not really up to shape right now. This is the inside, as you can see. Only the driver's seat is there, and some electronics. So they're working on it. I guess it's a work in progress. But yeah, it's still awesome they have one there. It was the first one I ever saw. So and I think this is a Leopard. I'm not really sure, but there was no sign or anything. But I think it's missing something on the turret, on the front. So yeah, but I think it's a turret. I couldn't really tell, just other than looking at the wheels and the engine exhaust and stuff. I think it's a Leopard, but this is what I suspect is a T-55, and it's a driver training vehicle, as you can see in the cab in the front. But I think they're rigging it for driving people around as well on the track. So yep, and this is a T-72 training vehicle. They use them for schools when visiting. You can look inside everywhere, and in the turret, and below the engine, the tracks, how they work and everything. This is inside the turret. You can see a seat over there on the left. I think it's the commander seat. Next picture will be a little bit more, you can see a bit more of it. Get a better angle on it. As you can see on the left here, you see commander's hatch on the rings, so you can turn his turret or turn his sights or whatever. Next up, I guess this is another T-54. I'm not entirely sure because there was no sign or anything, and the front looks a bit awkward for 54 or 55, whatever. But the camera was pretty good. As you can see, the gun had a little bit of damage. Yeah, it's missing something. But yeah, I think they're gonna fix it. Next up is the engine. This one had its engine deck up, so I could look underneath. It hasn't been run for a while, I guess. As you can see, rust stuff everywhere. So tank definitely needs a bit of work. This is part of how they were set up, and yeah, some of them had signs up top, as you can see. But this is the tank I actually got a ride in, the T-55 AD2, and these ones were built well into the 70s, also by Poland themselves. They built them themselves. And this is the Kampfpanzer whatever 302 Goliath. This is a remote control mine, so they drove them to the enemies and, you know, just blew them up. German. Some other German stuff, trucks, Mercedes, whatever. This one on the left had a hand crank, as you can see, you know, up front in the grill. You had the hand crank started. These two as well. And this is all German stuff. Yeah, they look pretty good. This is American stuff, a GMC. The other one is a GMC as well, I guess. But yeah, they look pretty good. This is, I think it's a Volkswagen Kubel. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely officer stuff. This is a Mercedes again, pretty nice. Looks pretty good. So, and another American piece of machinery, a half track. That looks good. So, yep. This was inside the museum. Some display of some guns and stuff. Yeah, looks pretty cool, but not exactly my kind of thing. This one had a Panzerfaust, this bicycle on it, so that looks pretty cool. Again, some machine guns and stuff. But now let's go back to the tank, the T-55 AD2. This picture was actually taken after we stopped. As you can see, it slided. We came to a slide stop. Pretty cool. My father-in-law on top of the tank. I climbed on shortly after. It's not an easy one to climb, but yeah, once you get up top, it's worth it. And this is the view from the top once we started driving. So yep, now this is a sight you'll see for a couple of minutes now. This is me and my father-in-law up top. That was before we went. So we were still smiling here. Got a bit sore once we got back, but yeah. So let's see what she sounds like. Here we go. doing pretty well going up here. As you can see, the camera is already shaking and stuff. It's a pretty powerful beast. It has a V12 engine, I guess, and it does T-55 does somewhere around 50 kilometers an hour. So when we started off here, it's like, okay, this is pretty decent. Yeah, of course, some terrain driving and stuff. So, but as we progress further and further into the forest, it gets a little bit more rough. This guy is actually taking, like, what? We're going through here. This one on the left is pretty deep, actually. Here, this one to the left is pretty deep. Like, you're going through that at this speed. Yep, we're going through it. This is an arena where they do mock battles and everything, World War II stuff. My father-in-law enjoying the ride. And yeah, he was giving it full speed, no stopping. Actually, only filmed the first part, 7 minutes. Then he stopped to explain some stuff about the tank, about the ammunition, the AD2 version. The AD2 does have less ammo than the regular T-55, but because it has a new radio and it needed space for the batteries and everything for the radio. So this type only carries 38 rounds of ammo with it. But yep. Other than that, it's a T-55, and this is pretty deep as well. Luckily, it braked here. And just going and going. So I'm gonna start some music, and I hope you enjoy the ride, and I'll talk to you later. Coming back into the arena again for another spin. It was, as you could tell, a bumpy ride all the way, and he's not finished. You thought it was finished? It wasn't. We're going right here. Yeah, we're going straight to it. Very nice. It was bumpy, you can see. Yeah. I'm going back to the arena now again. Going left. But it's mighty. Look at the gun just pointing in front of you. You can see it the whole time. It's great. It's good fun. Again here. Bang. Up. Straight through it. Yeah, no problems. Going back up again. He's about to stop. So that was the first 7 minutes. After that we got another 7 minutes, but I just couldn't bear to film it anymore. So you just have to believe me. This is in the end. When we got back, we survived. But it's pretty awesome and pretty. It's an amazing sight. And this is the name of the museum again. So look it up on Google. This is it's on the right here as well. museumgriff.pl. So go look them up, and thanks for watching, and I will see you another time. Bye bye.